Yeah, quite strange. Open gym was different. He was usually the first one to arrive, last one to leave, going to the track. We saw him a couple times, and it was great to see him around. But of course, it's going to be a completely different season without seeing him in his spot, with his comments, his moods, his game, of course. So for sure, it's gonna be different.
Is it going to be different by the day? You go to the locker room and somebody else is in his locker. The first game he's not introduced. Do you think it's going to be just a day-to-day thing to get used to?
For sure, it's gonna be something that will, especially Tim, See, we started already with Pop and Tony. We spent so many things together, so many games and so many meetings and talks and everything. So I'm pretty sure in many occasions we're gonna say, well, Tim would have said this, or Tim's face at this point would have been this, or so it's gonna take a little bit, but it happens.
Does it help that he's going to be around some at least?
Yeah, for sure he'll be around. We're gonna see him, and it does help. It's not something that completely vanished and disappeared forever. So he's going to live in the city. He's going to be involved with the franchise. He's going to be around. So yeah, that's going to make it easier.
Do you think the identity of the team is going to look different without him?
Yeah. Well, the identity of the team has started to look different in the last few years. Of course, without the franchise player for 20 years is kind of dramatic in that aspect. But yeah, the team slowly has started to look different, and the fact of not just having him around and his presence, the respect he creates on opponents and teammates alike. So in that case, it's going to be hard. No cambia mucho la presión que yo siento. Obviamente, Tim es Tim y no habrá nunca uno igual. Él fue el líder de este equipo por 20 años, el jugador de franquicia. Y sí, ahora quedé yo como el más viejo. El mes experimentado suena mejor. Y trataré de ser un buen líder, de ayudar a los nuevos en lo que pueda. Pero no cambia mi responsabilidad, no cambia mi presión ni nada de eso. Pero sí, será seguramente una temporada distinta sin él. Bueno, Pau es un jugador increíble, lo ha demostrado a lo largo de los años a todo nivel y seguramente nos dará muchísimas cosas. Si hay algún jugador con el que quieras reemplazar a una personalidad y a alguien como Duncan, es Gasol, por su habilidad, por su basketball IQ, como le dicen acá, su inteligencia, ¿no?, para jugar, y creo que se adapta muy bien al juego nuestro, así que tanto él como David Lee sumarán mucho para el equipo para que la ausencia de Tim no se note tanto.
Manu,
la verdad, mis compatriotas son dos, así que Garino y la Provítola estarán en el equipo, y la verdad que es un gran placer. Son dos muy buenos chicos, les tengo un gran aprecio. Estuve con ellos por 2 meses durante los Juegos Olímpicos, así que muy contento que puedan estar acá y compartir con nosotros esta experiencia NBA.
What can you tell us about your own decision to come back this season?
It wasn't that hard to decide on keep playing. I think I said it many times during the last year that I had a blast. Even though the season didn't end up as we all hoped and expected, I had a great season. I felt good, I felt happy while playing. I felt healthy, except a minor injury out there. But it was a great season. So once I felt with the same enthusiasm, I felt that I keep helping the team, that the team needs me. So it was easy to decide to keep playing.
Did it take you a few weeks? Did you take a few weeks to think, or did you pretty much know leaving Oklahoma City that you wanted?
Well, no, I usually take a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. Talk to my family, see how I feel, how my head also changes once the season is over. But after those 2-3 weeks, by mid-June, I was pretty sure I was going to keep playing.
There was some talk that maybe Brett Brown wanted you in Philadelphia. How close did you come to playing anywhere else but here?
I was very, and trust me, very flattered with with Brett Brown. I had a great relationship when we were here. He was my guy, the one that developed my game a lot, and we spent a lot of time together. And the fact that he wanted me to sign me at this stage of my career and tell me that he felt I was very important for his project was very, very flattering. And I wasn't sure how important I was going to be for the Spurs, but once these talks have started to go on, and the Spurs show great interest, and they really wanted me back, and I, of course, I wanted back too. Then I made the decision. But at the beginning, I was, of course, I was very flattered and honored, because he's a coach that I respect a lot, I appreciate a lot, and he made me feel really well.
Is the door open on playing beyond this season?
Say again?
Is the door open on playing beyond this season, or is this it?
Yeah, I don't know, the truth. I've said it the seasons before. I play every season as if it's the last one. Then if I feel like there's another one coming, or I feel good enough, then I'll consider it, of course. I don't see a reason why I should make a decision 10 months or 12 months ahead, so I'm fine.
Do you assume more of the leadership of this team with you gone?
I don't think it's going to change much. All three were trying to do our best to make the new guys feel comfortable, to help the team in any way. So it's not that I'm going to be doing more or less. I'm just trying to be me, trying to make this team a better team with my help. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to be active, involved in the new guys, especially at the beginning, as it's always happened.
When you were the new guy, what were those things that Tim did that made you feel comfortable?
Me personally,
yeah,
or
when you were the new guy, yeah.
Okay. Nothing, not much. I was very intimidated. I was very intimidated the first year, and it takes a little bit to earn his trust. So then, towards the end or mid-season, I would say, of my first season here is when I started to realize that he had my back. Once he has your back, then it's over, and you feel so supported, and you can go against anybody. But at the beginning, it felt like quite a pressure to having to convince the big fellow that you can help the team, that you're gonna help him win, and all that. So at the beginning, it was quite hard, but after the first few months, it's an unbelievable team.
So do you think you'll put the new guys through that this year, since you're the
yeah, I'll be rough. I'll be rough at the beginning.
One of your new teammates told me that you pulled him aside to try to help explain Popovich to.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's very hard to explain Popovich. I don't know. I was explicit enough, but I wanna leave a few surprises for down the stretch.
Manu, can you talk about your Olympic experience and how your team kind of changed the landscape of USA basketball? I mean, we had to take a little bit more serious and get a system. Can you talk? I know you got a little bit emotional there at the end of the Olympics.
Well, I can talk about my experience. I can't talk what we generated on other people because I don't know.
Right.
What I do know is that in all these 4 Olympics that I played, or almost, it was 98, my first time with the national team, so 18 seasons. It's been an unbelievable ride. We went through some very highs and very lows, and we played together, and we accomplished something similar to what we have here in the Spurs. A core group of players playing together for a long time, playing with loyalty, trying to be as classy as we could on wins and losses, and I think we did great for a long time. So I'm very proud of what we did.
Gold medal or ring?
Last question, guys. Last
gold
question.
medal or a ring? Because I know DeAndre Jordan said a gold medal would mean more than a ring. You have both.
Well, I think a gold medal for a U.S. player is a little different for an Argentinian player, because these guys go to the Olympic having to win. For us, it was unexpected, completely a huge surprise. It's something that we never dreamed of. So the day where we hung that gold medal in our chests was just ridiculous, and it gets bigger and bigger because we know how hard it is. So for sure, it was the most amazing experience of an accomplishment of my career. But at the same time, having had the opportunity to play for so many years in here and get 4 of those up there can in some way compete with that gold medal. But of course, a gold medal and representing one's country with all your people behind you is very, very special.
How cool is it to have 2 of your teammates, young Argentinian teammates?
It's great. Last time it happened, it was with Roberto in 07, I think. No, 05 he came. So it's been a while since I had the opportunity to welcome an Argentinian in the team. So it's great. I appreciate them both. We spent 2 months together. I knew Nico from before, so it's great to have this opportunity to show them around, to share also the Spurs experience and the NBA experience with them. They are thrilled to be here for sure. So I'm going to try to help them as much as I can.